I know they're trying to do things different. I know they're trying to tell a story in a different kind of way. Same story, adapted to the game. And that's it. I accept that. But some things just ain't adding up. But I'll talk about that later. So let's just me analyze, go through the plot. You know, they're in the Shibuya River, getting close to Composer until they meet Sho again. That's when we saw Sho completely whoop their butt. However, there's a barrier that he can get through. It turns out, yes, Konishi was beat Shadow the entire time, following him. Like, how are they supposed to know? Where is he at? Where's she at like that? Oh, she's my shadow. What the? How are you supposed to know? That is ridiculous. So, anyways, he wanted her to break the wall, break down the barrier, but she agreed if, when he becomes the composer, make her the conductor. It's weird how they never said the word conductor. I don't think they ever said the word conductor in this entire series of the anime. You know, they just kept saying, Mr. Kaniji's position, and that was it. Which he is the conductor, and then there's the composer. You know, there's the field reapers, officer reapers, the conductor, then composer, like that. Which, composer and conductor are, people who do the music and stuff like that. If for some of you who don't know. Which is ironic because, you see Mr. Kataniji, he wears headphones just like Neku and stuff. That's pretty interesting. Well, anyways, so it's not treason she's doing. She's just all she cared about is her position. You know, she's kind of like that woman who works at those companies where she just cares about is being promoted and going up, cares about her work, and she don't care who's in charge as long as she gets what she wants out of it, and that's all that really matters is herself. So of course, Sho likes that. He likes people who are all for themselves. So he agrees to it, and he flies off. Right. Then we get to see a very cool fight. Like the fights have been pretty cool lately with the boss fights in the show, and even with the CGI, it's really good. In some animes, which I'm actually reviewing, where CGI is, man, this here does it well, and it's because of the way the colors and the animation is, which is awesome. I like that very much. And of course, they're doing the fight, and then Beat's going through his thing where he didn't want someone else to die before him, like he did with Rhyme. So he decided, he's somehow summoned Rhyme, and then they used her as a final attack. And ironically, her weak point is her shadow as well. Wow. So she loses, but the way she loses is different compared to the game, where she's like, "How could I have lost?" and stuff like that. And then she's like, "Can you not tell? Let me look at Beat." And he says, "He's unpredictable. There's no way you can, predict what he's gonna do next." And, I guess Mrs. Konoshi is all about being an analyst, calculating things so she knows what's going to happen. That's how she is. She likes to predict things. So she made one last little thing. She says that um his entry fee, Beat's entry fee, was Rhyme's memories. So what was Rhyme's entry fee? Which I already told you guys. So of course she left that. She just wanted to just be spiteful and see Beat's despairing face before she gets erased. And she got what she wanted, man. She's off, but of course, Shiggy appears, and she's like, "It must have been the dreams." Rhyme said she couldn't dream, so that was it. So here's the thing that, of course, a lot of fans of the game and now the anime have been gawing over is the ship between Neku and Shiki, which I too as well approve. As we all know, Shiki was Neku's second entry fee. His first entry fee was memories, and now his second entry fee, which we all know, was Shiki's existence. So, of course, when she heard that, and of course, B spelled it out saying, "Well, they do take the most important thing away from you." So of course, she was all blushed and stuff. She even hid herself in front of behind Mr. Mew while she was talking to Neku and stuff. Because Neku was complimenting her, something that she wasn't completely used to. When she last saw Neku, um, which to her was just a couple of seconds ago, because she was asleep. he was his old self, where he was distant, moody. Even though he was slowly opening up to her towards the end, he still had his, distantful ways and stuff. So for him to be completely open and just calm and look relaxed around people was a complete shock for her, a total 180. So of course she would be very surprised how she acted, especially the fact that Neku seems to, like her. So I remember seeing this part in the game and then seeing it animated. It's just as adorable than it was in the game. In fact, probably even better. That's all I'm saying. Now, another thing that curiously got me is when they walked over and they saw Show. You see, for you anime onlys, in the game, Show was being seen defeated, and he had a pile of heap, his own junk. Like it was an ironic defeat where someone defeated him with a punch of his heap all over him, and he was. People say he was dead, but I don't think he was dead because we never see him get erased. We just saw him like I think he was just unconscious. Because remember, in this world, when you get killed, you get erased and stuff like that. Like all the other Reapers and all the other players, but instead his body was still there, so he wasn't technically killed. The same thing here was a bit different though. Instead, we see piercing arrows piercing arrows on him. And we didn't see him get erased. We see him struggling on the ground. And then we get to see the conductor, Mr. Kataniji, explaining how they have got this far and how they start fighting. Of course, he set this entire thing up with Shiki by putting a player pin in her. Well, the red skull pins, anyways. And they start fighting, which was, once again, another good fight. So we had 2 good fights in 1 episode. Real nice. But of course, things were different. Again, I guess because they had to speed things up. But then once again, when they defeat him the first time, well, in the game, you fight him 3 times. You fight him in his regular human form. You fight him in his noise form, and then you fight him again in his super noise form when he's like a 3-headed dragon and stuff, which you saw at the end of the episode. But in this one, you only fought him as his noise form, and then he transforms to 3-headed dragon. In that scene, Shiki attacks, supposed to throw Mr. Muse at Neku, and B is supposed to block it. Gets unconscious, then Neku goes over and takes the pen away from her, and then she becomes unconscious. Completely different. And a certain someone didn't show up, because before Mr. Kataniji becomes the 3-headed dragon, he doesn't do it on his own. A certain someone was supposed to be there for him to transform to it. So I'm like, things are just different. I know people are telling me on Twitter that it's the same thing. Like they're just doing it a different way. There's no authentication to the universe. Things just feel so different. Maybe that's just me because I play the game. It's a source material, and sometimes adaptations do astray from the source material. Like this is just what it is. I have to come to terms with that. But nonetheless, we got 1 episode left, baby. 1 episode left, and then after that, we get to play the game. I forgot when the game comes out. I just know it just comes out next month. I already pre-ordered it. Too bad there's no collector's edition. I would really want a collector's edition. And of course, I did pre-order Mr. Mew and also a Neku as well. I wanted to get a Shiki, but however, the Shiki statue is not colored. I don't know why. It's stupid. I hope someone will buy one and color it, then I can buy it then and show it off to you people. But other than that, one last episode. Can't wait for next Friday, baby. Or Saturday. Yeah, next Saturday. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon. This has been Madcrown on Anime. Signing out.